Morning, folks. It's a definite chill in the air today. Today's mission is going to be a photograph. I did mention before that I wanted to sort of take this channel more into the photography side of things. We'll dive a little bit deeper into, say for example, the Instagram photos that I put on. Maybe it would be quite nice to do almost like a behind the scenes of how that photo was shot and that sort of thing, because as much as I love just filming myself driving around, you know, I want it to be more. I want you to actually get something from these videos, maybe some tips or some help. Now, I don't claim to be an amazing photographer. I just love to do it, and it's a passion. And obviously seeing all the comments and things that I get when I do post photos, I think it'd be nice to share how these things are made, I guess. So that's what I'm going to start doing. Whether you're into photography or not, you know, at the end of the day, look where I am. You know. So you're still going to get the van life videos, if you like, because that's my life. That's what I'm doing. You know, there's no like setup or anything there. I just film what I do during the day, and I want to film the photography more because that is a big part of my life, and I spend a lot of time doing it. So I might as well share it with you. So we'll start this video by answering the #1 question, believe it or not, that I actually get, and that is, what camera do you use? I'm a firm believer that it should not matter what camera you have, because it doesn't, to be honest, it really doesn't. You can take amazing photos with anything. The amount of photos I've taken on this, you wouldn't believe, seriously. But I will answer the question anyway, because it gets asked so much. So this is what I'm using at the moment. Now, the last couple of videos I have recorded on this camera, which you are looking at me through now, and that is a DJI Osmo Action. This is good because there's no setup really with it. I just stick it on and it's away. Downside to it, the audio is kind of rubbish, as you've probably noticed. So I do need to get a microphone for it. But this is what I normally shoot on. This is my sort of main video camera, if you like. It's also recently become my main photography camera as well. So this is a Fujifilm X-T2. Now, I used to shoot completely on Nikon. I've still got it all in here. I used to have a Nikon D7100, and then before that I had actually started with a D3200, but I just recently given that to CJ. If you notice, his videos looking very similar to how the first 100 episodes of Lost in Europe looked, then that would be why. But yeah, so this is what I shoot on now. Again, it is literally, it's just a camera. The reason that this is brilliant is because obviously it's got features that are quite video based, and that's why I love it, like the slow motion and all of that kind of thing. But in terms of photography, it's just a camera. The reason I love it is because once you get rid of the video side of things, which is this massive microphone, this is the package, and this is small. This is a 12mm f2 lens on that at the moment, and my favourite lens that I'm tending to use a lot for my photos is this one, which is the 50mm f2 Fuji lens. And look at the size of that for an f2. It's tiny. So that package is nothing, and that's why I'm loving it. So there you go. That's what I use. And my phone. Some of the videos on my phone as well. Sometimes I'll always maintain the best camera is the one that's in your pocket. So there you go. We'll start the video there. I'm not doing like a review on this camera or anything. I'm just telling you what it is. But yeah, if you're a Nikon or Canon shooter, you can see the size difference between this and like a full frame D810 or a 5D Mark, whatever. Yeah, so you get the idea. Portability. This is mirrorless, by the way, if you don't know. So this doesn't have a mirror, it's all electronic. If you want to learn more about that, there's plenty of channels on YouTube that will explain that in great detail, a lot more than I can, if you want to know what the difference between mirrorless and DSLR is. Just down this road in front of me now, there was little islands in like a lock. There was quite a few, and we were driving by and we were like, oh, photos would be amazing. But this was the other night, so I could barely see anything, which was stupid. So we're driving back this way just so that we can try and get some photos. So I'm going to take you along. I'm going to do something I never do, which is, you know, tell you all about what settings I'm using on the camera to actually get the photo, if there is one. And yeah, hopefully you learn something from this video, or maybe just get inspired to grab your camera and go out and shoot for yourself. Because I tell you what, since I've been up here, the drive for me to shoot landscape photography for some reason has gone through the roof. And I've spent time in, you know, all over Europe, and it's never been this high. So I don't know, could be the place, could be the time, I don't know. But yeah, so let's go take a look. Oh, and one more thing, because I've had the question the other day, I noticed in the comments. Unfortunately, you're not going to see this for about 15 videos, but sorry. Starting procedure. Ah, there it is. That is my ignition panel. So what I do, so I still have to use the key, put the chip up, I hit the first button. That's like step one of the ignition. There we go. And then we hit the big red go button, and then hit step two, which is like the engine start sequence. So once it's started, then you can turn your lights on and your wipers and all of that shit. So yeah, that's how I start my van, almost. So there's another hidden switch, which I have never and will never put on these videos. So if anyone decides to break into me, they're going to have a right nightmare, because I've ripped the whole wiring loom apart in the dash. So good luck, basically. Beautiful little spot where we stayed last night. Really nice. Right. Can't remember how far down this was or anything, so we're just going to have to wing it, basically.
You did 2 hands then to put it into second.
Cold gearbox. Just going to drive nice and steady and keep our eye out for the photos, basically. Look, there's all those piles of grit again, if you couldn't see them properly yesterday. Prepared. Bloody need it out here. -3 last night. We're in winter yet and it's already freezing. God, I don't know if can see.
Purple and green.
Yeah. And the colours are going to be awesome. All the frost on the trees still where it's not been in the sun. I love winter. Some people like to drive to warmer places, but I love like how it looks in the cold, the frost and the snow. I don't know how much snow we're going to get up here, but it's not going to be quite the Alps. I imagine there's going to be quite a bit. So we've decided to set off now because it's that time of the day, 2 o'clock, so the sun's starting to get on its way down. And I think probably a lot of people don't realise with photography, 80% of the shot is the light. The light makes it, and your best light is in the morning, sunrise, and in the evening. But look, see, it's still quite harsh, but it's already going golden. The last thing you want to do when you're taking photos is go out at like midday in the summer when the sun is middle of the sky. So we're actually heading back to where that castle was, the ruins, the other day, because obviously it was shucking it down with rain. So although I did get a photo that I was quite happy with actually, but it was quite a moody picture because it was raining and the clouds were all cool and stuff. So we found the first location by the looks of it. I'm not sure what the shot is yet, but you see out there, got some little trees, quite big trees actually, in the water. Looks pretty awesome. The sun's right behind them though, which is annoying. I think them one's over there. So, the way that I'm going to shoot this is get right down to the water to cut out all of the foreground. It'll keep it nice and minimal. Shooting this at f10, 200th of a second shutter speed because I'm hand holding it. Oh, the sun rays coming in from the side. Just getting right down low to the water. There we go. So yeah, got really close down to the water. Shot the picture in portrait, and I'm happy with that. That looks pretty nice. Did you get a nice one?
I got a really nice one. Let me see.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's nice with the boat.
Yeah.
I'll put your picture in the video as well. Yeah, showing how different they are.
And just, it's a different angles, aren't they?
Yeah.
As long as we get different shit.
Well, it doesn't matter, even if you're shooting the same thing.
Yeah, true.
Different person's idea. My picture will be very different to yours.
Yeah.
I love how different me and Marie get with the photos. Like, we're shooting the same thing, but they're always so different. See, that's the thing. Like, I've said it before. Photography, or the image is created in your head, and then the camera is just a tool to make it happen. So you have to see the photo with your mind before you shoot it. There's no magic camera that will make like amazing photos for you or anything. You've got to dream it up yourself. Right, there we go. Parked up at the castle again, same spot as the other day. So we'll stay here this time. Oh, Bosky, you have to wee up everything, don't you? This is where we are. Ardwick Castle. Alright, we've missed the good light, but oh well. Still nice to walk. Might get a nice star picture here tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see what the clouds are doing. It's been crap the last few days. complaining that it was cold and miserable. I was like, "Rah! I'll get the shot."
You're not usually like that though. Bolsky, you're going to see the first ever castle.
Castle. Oh, the water's better today. Shiny. Yeah, reflect.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
I was pissing it down before. Oh, it's nice.
Don't you dare.
He did.
Dad.
No, I don't let him drink that. Actually, it should be alright.
That's a lot. Where's your stick then, Bob?
Where's your stick?
Oh no, they've just happened.
Stone in welly.
Literally just
God. Bosk. Whoa.
I just love that someone used to live there.
Yeah, there's a family. There's a write up on it down there.
Yeah, that's where they kept the villains.
The villains. There's a 3-story building, this was.
Wait, what's that? You go down there?
No, this one.
Could you just imagine? It's so sad.
There's a rival clan, I think, or something that sieged it.
What a siege.
Trashed it. So I just came up to the top here and did a shot with the wide just to see, and it does look nice, but I think the shot on the 50 came out better. But this is why you got to try and mix it up a bit, because you never know. Look at this place though, magic. Need the drone here, but unfortunately it's not working at the moment, which is a pain, but no. Go on, go get it, go. So there you go. See the castle over there in the distance. That's that. A few hours of taking photos. I've never really explained my photography that much before, purely because the way that I shoot is probably a bit different to some people. Some people are very slow, methodical. You know, they'll see the shot that they want to get, they'll stand there and they'll wait 3 hours for good light and stuff. I don't knock that at all, but I think because I sort of evolved my photography in the nightclubs and the festivals and all of that stuff that I used to do, it's very, very fast paced. So, you know, you've got seconds to get a shot, literally seconds. Like if there's a fire breather or something, you know, you've got to get that fire as it goes up, or it's very quick. And I think because of that, my brain is trained to just get shots fast. So like, you know, I can be in a spot with someone else and they'll get 2 or 3 pictures, which will be, you know, gorgeous photos, don't get me wrong, but I'll come away with like 20 and they're like all different, not just 20 of the same thing, but I just see things really fast. Like when I'm driving, I find it quite difficult actually to not pull over every 2 seconds, because when I drive it's like photo there, oh there's one there. Everywhere I go I'm just seeing pictures. There's no right or wrong way to do photography. I can offer my opinion on things, or I can tell you what settings I used for a certain picture and things like that. But there's no right or wrong answer with photography. That's why it's so good. It's art. Photography is art. No matter how you look at it, it's art. And art comes from the person who is creating it. I'll try and get caught up soon, so it's a bit more in line. Yeah, I'm quite behind at the minute. I think I'm about 15 episodes behind, so I'll do my best. Right. I'll see you in a bit, folks. You get to enjoy that for a minute. That's our view tonight.